Okay, when you come back here, you're going to make sure the iMac is turned on. Before you turn the iMac on, make sure that the projector and the confidence monitor are powered up. Once both of those are on,
Projector and the what monitor?
the confidence monitor,
Oh, okay.
up the little TV, you want to make sure both of those are turned on. Then you turn the iMac on.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to come over here, and you are going to start with turning on the on first, and then the off first switch. And then you're going to come over here and turn speakers on.
Okay.
That's that one back there behind the iMac.
Okay.
And then once all of those are on, you're going to come over here, turn the board on. The switch is right back there.
Yep.
And then you just wait for it to boot up.
Booting.
And it will boot up. While it's booting up, you can make sure the iPad is on Spotify. You're going to select the playlist.
Okay, this is...
Live True Life, A Light Worship. And you're going to make sure to hit shuffle play. When the board boots up, everything's going to be muted.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to want to push bus 9 through 16. So that'll be the one that you'll want to view. And then these can be on the microphones. All the microphones should be muted.
Okay.
You're going to come over here. Right here, it says Scenes. You're going to click View. Let me turn these lights on so we maybe get a little bit. There we go.
Okay.
Scenes. You're going to click View right here. Now you'll see this screen on the board. Okay. You're going to go to the far left one that says Select. You're going to scroll all the way up till the gray is over the walk in and out. You're going to hit Go.
Just push
Okay.
it down.
Push Go.
Push
So
the
that's the walk in.
And then you just push play over here.
Once that's gone and that's up, this is first thing in the morning. Then you're going to come over here and you're going to turn your main. Your mains up. Those go up to -5.
Okay.
It's a little loud. And that's it.
Okay.
So now during the service, you're going to leave this screen up, so this will still be clicked on view. And then you'll see there's a screen there, a scene there for each one of those. Those are also controlled right here with these scene buttons.
Okay.
So
Next.
when worship is ready to start, you click Next, and you'll see over here the gray select is moved to rise up, and then you hit Go.
Go. And now it's...
And now everything is set up for during
And now we're
that
ready
song.
for all
And
things.
then at the end of that, while that song's on, you're going to hit Next again to select all things. And then as soon as that song is over, now in between those two songs, you're doing a prayer, right?
Yes.
Okay, so during that song, you can hit the Next so that the gray one is
it's ready
over
to
all
go.
things, so it's ready to go. When you're done with Rise Up, and you go to do that prayer, whoever's sitting back here is going to need to hit this button right here,
FX.
the FX, mute. So mute the effects.
As soon as he's through praying, unmute
As soon as he's through praying, unmute it
and go.
and hit Go. And now you're set up for all things.
Things.
And then same thing, Next, Go for the welcome offering. Next, Go for Never Once. Next, Go for the sermon. Next, Go for walk in and out.
Okay. How do we record? Is it record?
Now, for recording, at some point in time during the song service, you're going to come up to this little thing, make sure the USB is plugged in, click the little view button over here, that'll change the display. You're going to take this view button and you're going to hit record, which is the same, the little selector knob that's underneath it. You hit record, it's going to start recording, At the end of the sermon, after you get to walk-in music, you're going to come over here and hit the stop button. Stop. And then you wait for this little red light to go off next to access, and that means it's done recording.
Okay.
Once you've hit that and started the record, then you're going to come back over here to scenes
Hit view.
and hit view. And that's how you do that recording.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Now, for video, you're going to make sure that the camera monitor is on. That's this little switch over here. Push it down to turn it on. You're going to push this button right here. Power.
Okay.
Okay, and I've been recording both services.
Okay.
So if you want to just record one, you can do that. Anyways, you're powered on. So you see you notice first thing is that camera zoomed in. So I come over here to the camera. I set the zoom. I back it off until I get a view, something like that, so that it's going to catch everything everywhere Pastor goes, and nothing's going to happen.
Okay.
You're not going to lose him anywhere. And then I come back down here. You hit open. You get one of the DVD ROMs. Drop it in there. Hit close. And for the first service, that same one will be loaded in there already. So at the same time, during the last song before the sermon, whoever's on the board will reach over here and hit record.
Okay.
Once you hit record, it'll start recording whatever's on that screen. Once the service is over and you have the soundboard set back to the walk-in, walk-out, you're going to take the remote and you're going to hit the stop button right here. Okay? And then I won't be able to show you all of this, but after you hit the stop button, it's going to give you a little message on there about needing to finalize the disc or whatever, recording is stopped. So then you're going to come over here, you're going to go to the functions button, and you're going to hit pointed at the thing, you hit functions, and you get this screen up here. Then you're going to scroll down on the remote
To other functions.
to other functions. Whoops. Hit OK. Scroll down to DVD management. Hit OK. Then you're going to go down here. You're going to finalize that disc.
Okay.
And it's going to ask you to confirm that you want to finalize it. You just select yes through that, confirm that you're going to finalize it, and then it'll finalize it. It'll take a couple minutes. Once it's finalized, eject it. And once it's done finalizing, eject it, put the next disc in, and rinse and repeat for second service.
Oh, so you do a different one for each service?
Yes. And I usually start the recording right at the beginning of song service,
Okay. Okay.
just so I don't forget
Yeah. Yeah.
later. I'll actually start both recordings right at the beginning of song service. So right after I've started the first song with you guys, or right before we started the first song, I'll start the recordings because we can cut with the audio. We can cut that off wherever and start that one at whatever. So he can trim all the way down so it's just the sermon, or you can leave song service in there, or whatever you want to do.
Okay.
On the video, I just do that because frequently I'm so bothered during song service with trying to make sure I don't miss something over here that I will forget to turn on the video over here.
Yeah.
So I just start that one as close to the beginning of song
Right.
service as I can remember to, and then I don't worry about it anymore.
So is there a reason we don't put both services on one disc before we finalize it?
Not enough room for both services unless we catch just the sermon.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
And if I trusted myself at this point in time to be running all those and paying attention to that, then I would just do that.
Yeah.
Now, when you shut everything off, you're just going to go in reverse, turn the DVD player recorder off, come over here, flip that switch. You know, if during walk-in or walk-out, it's just a little bit loud. Don't change this one over here.
Just use this one.
Use this one over here right underneath iPad. And that's
Okay.
why I said to select buses 9 through 10,
Okay.
so you'll see iPad. Make it quieter, make it
Okay.
louder.
Okay.
That's pretty simple.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Okay.
So when I go to shut everything down, I'll come over here. I'll pause this. Bloop. I'll actually bring that all the way down. Then you're going to turn off the speakers first,
Right. Okay.
and then I turn off this one, starting with the off first, and then the on first. It actually really doesn't make a difference which one of those two you go which way, because it's not hooked up that way anymore. Turn both of those off, and then I come back here and
The board.
shut the board off.
And what
And-
about the iPad? Just leave it on.
The iPad, I just push the little button on top to put it to sleep.
Okay. And so when I come and wake it back up, it's going to go right back to that.
Yep. You'll swipe and put your code in, and
And what's the code?
0202.
202. Okay. 0202. Okay. All right. Very good. Right.
And the code to the door over here is,
X20.
I always put C for clear, so just in case anybody's bumped it. So I go CX02.
20. 02.
It doesn't matter what order you do them in, as
Oh,
long as you
just so
get
they're
the
all
X, the
pushed.
2, and the 0.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I just work from the bottom, CX02,
Okay.
and that's it. You can just put this iMac to sleep, and just probably just leave it on for the whole, unless you start having problems, and then you'll want to go ahead and restart it.
Okay.
And let's see here, and that's it. Let me